Good morning, everyone. It's 10 o'clock. I'll call to order and welcome everyone here to the January 22nd, 2019 Commission meeting of the Limestone County Commission. Pam, do we have any public comment?
Mr. James Hickman.
All right. Come on, Mr. Hickman.
I'm Jim Hickman. I'm from Heritage. I live in Heritage Estates. At the last work session, Mr. Chairman, which you were unfortunately not there, I had a petition which involved requesting the sense of this commission to do something. I noticed that in the remarks, the minutes of the meeting, it was not stated correctly. It involved the government shutdown. For those of you that do not know, I was asking this commission to do something in the form of in the form of a letter. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's probably my fault. And so what I intend to do now is I will address the letter to you, Mr. Chairman, with the complete details of what I'm requesting you to do. And I assume at that point I will get an answer. I perfectly understand this is not a debate forum right here. So I just wanted you to know that's coming to you because I think this commission and every commission in the nation has a role to play in the fact that our government is partially shut down. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Hickman. Appreciate it. Any more, Pam?
No, sir, that's it.
All right, thank you. Pam, would you please call roll?
Commissioner Samet.
Here.
Commissioner Turner.
Here.
Commissioner Black.
Here.
Commissioner Harrison.
Here. Thank you. All present. Commissioner Black, would you lead us in a pledge, please?
I will.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All righty, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from the January 7th and January 16th, 2019 meeting. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. All right, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $2,346,790.48. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Samet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. At this point, do we have any conflicts of interest, anything coming from the commission today? With a silence, I'll take it as a no. All right, we have no resolutions and orders. Under contracts, agreements, and grants, I'll ask for a motion to approve annual services agreement with Pitney Bowers for following pending the county attorney's approval for the Clinton Street Annex of $480.81 and for Washington Street Annex for $590.72. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Turner, second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. All right, on next, I'll ask for a motion to approve with Morrell Engineering to provide civil design services for Sanders Road - Capshaw Road to Nick Davis Road federal reimbursing project, federal aid reimbursed project. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Turner.
Second.
Second by Commissioner
Harrison.
Harrison. My mind's going blank. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no budget revisions, no merchant purchases, no board appointments, no award bids. Under personnel action, I'll ask for a motion to hire Deborah Kip Ridgway as a recording clerk at the probate judge's office. Do I have such a motion?
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Any second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Turner. Any discussion? With no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. I'll ask for a motion to transfer Marcia Pratt to the License Commissioner's tag clerk in the License Commissioner's office. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Turner. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Harrison. Any discussion? With no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. At this point, I'll turn it over to our engineer, Mr. Massey.
Yes, we have two items for you to take action on today. One is kind of a clerical item. We're asking that you rescind the approval for FM Malone Estates subdivision, the replat of lots 5 and 6 to be further known as 6A. We did this December 17th, 2018. There was an error in what we received, and the surveyor would like to correct that. So we're asking that you rescind that today.
All right.
And then you'll see that in our subdivisions, we have to approve the corrected plat of FM Malone Estates. This is a minor subdivision, preliminary and final. It's one lot in District 4. It's approximately 450 feet south of Easter Ferry Road and Edgewood Road intersection. And then we also have for your approval today Crockett Acres. It's a minor subdivision, preliminary and final. It's a one lot in District 3. It's the south side of Tribble Road. They're combining a couple of lots in a previously recorded subdivision.
Do we need to take this up in two votes, or do we take it all up in one?
You can take it in two.
I think for clarity, go ahead and take up the item 1, rescinding the prior approval as a separate item, but then the two actions on the subdivisions together.
All righty. So I'll ask for a motion to approve the first article our engineer presented here to us.
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black,
I'll second.
second by Commissioner Harrison. I call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
All right, motion carries unanimously. All right, then I'll ask to approve the second with the two subdivisions that the engineer put in front of us here. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison,
Second.
second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
All right, motion carries unanimously. Under other business, I'll ask for a motion to approve for the following 2018 for Justin Brown's mileage reimbursement to the National Roadside Vegetation Management Conference for $150.42. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Under the other business here, we have to move into executive session, but we're going to move back to the bottom of the meeting if that has no, because there'll be no action taken after that point, if that's all right.
Yeah, just go into that after the reports of officers, because there's no business to be taken other than to adjourn the meeting when you come out of that.
All right. Thank you. All right, so we have no scheduled public hearings. Report of officers. Commissioner Sammy.
Mr. Chairman, if I would like to get the commission's approval to ask our attorney to send a letter to the group that has delayed getting our furniture replaced for our engineering department to be moved back down to the annex building on Washington Street. If do we need to run it through the minutes or need to get approval on it?
Would require commission action. I can get with Pam or whoever's necessary at the commission to
Okay.
prepare that and send it out.
Okay, we've got to get something going on this. They've drug around now on us for a couple of months, and it's done gotten ridiculous. So if
We can try
it's,
that. If there's no resolution and the commission needs to take any further action against them, there's say litigation or anything of that nature, then that can be brought before the commission accordingly. But to
Okay.
send them a letter and ask for them to get it resolved, that shouldn't need full commission approval at this point.
okay, we've got to get that moving because we've got other issues that we're dealing with, so appreciate it. But that's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Samet. Commissioner Turner?
Yeah, the project on East Limestone Road, turn lanes in front of the schools, moving right along. They'll still be out there for quite some time, but it's going good so far.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Turner. Mr. Black?
Since our last work session, we've had some flooding and some issues with the roads, and I want to let everyone know that when we have flooding and it's over the roads, it's impossible for us to go out and barricade every single road. I mean, we may have up to 10 or 15 locations that there's water over the roads, and once the rain starts settling down, a lot of times those areas drop very quickly. Whenever we have flash flooding and the EMA puts that out and the news agencies put it out, that is kind of the warning that the people need to know when they say there's going to be flash flooding on the roads. If it's a severe area where it could be a washout or something like that, all four of us will go out, barricade it, go out and see if there's something we can do to alleviate the problem. But it's impossible if we get 10 or 15 calls to go out and be able to barricade every bit of it. We will barricade it when it's bad. Trees, we had some trees go down the other night that were two very large trees. They were just suspended over the road. If Adam would be able to do this, to tell them, do not drive under those trees. Even if your vehicle can clear it, those are very, very dangerous. They can fall at any moment. Call the sheriff's department if it's after hours. Call us, call EMA, call whoever we can do, and we'll get there just as soon as we can. We will barricade those areas because that's an issue of life and death. So we'll do that until we can get out there and get those trees cut within the safe amount of time. Ditches, we could ditch 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and never get it all done. So if you have any issues or any bad areas that you feel that you have a tile that stopped up, there's no way that we can check every single one of those cross drains. Call us and let us know. We'll send our men out and we'll alleviate that problem. Other than that, I have nothing else. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Black. Commissioner Harrison?
I want to echo what Commissioner Black just stated. We had a lot of flooding issues, and we have a lot of stop drains. I've got a list a mile long this morning to start going through and clearing drains. We had Friday. We had a culvert washout on Lovell Road. We had to close it. We had to replace that pipe. It was another one of those galvanized pipe that rotted out, and the road was collapsing. We got that back in and covered Friday, and the road reopened. So there's a number of pothole issues and clogged drains issues. We've got them on the list, and we'll get to them eventually. Another issue, kind of jumping subjects, the garbage issue. I had originally had on the agenda to hire a litter van driver. That didn't work out, and I'm interviewing some more people. But one of the things that I was thinking about in terms of the garbage and the litter on the side of the road and the dumping issue is that, we have 2 days a year where we give a free dump day. Okay, I was out there during one of the last one of them, and there was a line a mile long outside the transfer station. And then they're only open from, 8 or 7 to 12 or something like that. And then they come out there and they tell these people that's been waiting in line for 3 hours, they said, well, this is a cutoff point, and then it makes everybody mad that's waiting in line. Here's an idea that I thought, and I've talked to Republic Services and see if they want to do this, is that we give everyone that has a utility bill, that can bring in a utility bill, that they're a resident of Limestone County, they pay the garbage fee, instead of just specific 2 days every year, that we give them 2 free dumps anytime they want, okay? And that way they don't have to sit in line. I would never sit in line that long just for a $10 free dump. So, that's an idea that I had. I'm checking with Republic Services. It may be that we maintain that list and they bring their utility bill in and we check it off the list and they only get two dumps a year. But something like that I think would incentivize people to take advantage of that and not dump their garbage on the side of the road. Maybe, I don't know. But I would like to come back on a work session next time and bring our ideas of how we can reduce litter in this county. And I've got some ideas. I'd like to talk about them. But everybody bring their ideas. We hash them around, see what's doable, see what's not doable, and try to eliminate the litter at the source. And it may be an impossible task, but I think we can make a dramatic impact. So
I know some counties in South Alabama, they have a station throughout each district where they may have like a large dumpster where people can use those from time to time. And I remember when I was younger, them having those stations. Darryl, you probably did it where I think they provided a dump truck for people to dump stuff in, like at the volunteer fire department or something like that. And that was kind of like the dump day. We're going to set that out there for 2 days. When it fills up, we'll go dump it and come back. I think that's a good idea too.
yeah.
I wouldn't have.
Well,
a
I've already
problem with it 'cause
checked.
I'm tired of the dirt. and
Grigsby
trash
Ferry,
too.
the Townsend Ford and Grigsby Ferry, those two areas that are notorious.
Yeah.
And I put all those
Garbage
Athens
cans.
City garbage cans out there, but the raccoons open them up. There's a lot of issues. Now, I was wanting to put 2 dumpsters there, but I checked with Republic Service. They legally can't do it. Our garbage service don't want to give up those
Pickups.
pickups. But it's a mess, and so I'm looking for ideas there. So anyway, that's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Harrison. All right, at this point, I want to thank everyone for coming. Mr. Hickman, thank you for your comment. We will look into your letter, and Commissioner Turner did make me aware of, but I just got back in the office this morning. It's been gone, so. And let's just think about all the families, especially the police officers down in, other parts of our state that, tragics happen to. And I'll ask for a motion to carry us into executive session pending legal litigation.
I'll make a
Need to
motion.
discuss anything?
No,
Okay.
confirm that is the purpose for the executive session, pending potential litigation.
All right.
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison, a second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? With the discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Samet?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Thank you. There will be no other action taken on this point or anything else after this point of the meeting, so thank you all for coming. And we will come back out and recess after it's over with.